In this video, I wanted to share with you 5 different product types that you can make designs for using AI, more specifically using Leonardo.AI. Let's go. Hey everyone, it's Juno with Detour Shirts. In this video, I wanted to show you how you can use AI to help you design for different products on print on demand. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 different product types that you can design for using AI. And you can use any AI. I'm going to use Leonardo AI, but I'm sure you can do this with Midjourney. You can use this with Blue Willow or whatever your AI choices are. I'm going to show you the prompts that I use in Leonardo. Hopefully you can use the same prompts in whatever AI you are using. And I'm also going to show you what you can do after you get the design, what kind of steps to take to make it big enough and make it work for these products. So I'm going to show you everything, all the workflow for all 5 different products and where you can sell these on as well in print on demand. So lots to show you in this video. I'm going to go to Leonardo AI first and then show you how to get the designs. All right, so here we are on Leonardo AI. And the first product that I'm going to show you how to do is t-shirts, since this is Detour Shirts. And I've already done a video for t-shirts. It's this one right here. You can check this out. But I'm going to do it in a different way. So I'm going to do all of these the same way. And that is with Remix. So I don't know if I showed you this before, but first thing you're going to do is just find one that you really like. So for t-shirts, I really like this one right here. I'm on the home page, and this home page is going to change, but you can scroll down and find anything that you like. Right, so if you find one that you like for a t-shirt, I would say make sure that it has a background, like a solid background, so that we can remove it. Let's see if there's another one. This would be a good t-shirt as well. I'm just looking for a t-shirt design that can just be put on a shirt without any words, right? Last time I showed you with words. I think this one's going to be just super simple without words. I would stay away from cars just because some cars can be copyrighted if this looks like an actual brand, right? Like this one's a Chevy. I would stay away from that. And but there's some nice stuff on here, right? So I'm going to show you that first one up there. Of course, you don't have to use that. Well, we have this one right here. This is a nice one, right? But I'm going to scroll up and just use that one. So let's say we want to use this one. I'll click on it. You can see here's the prompt. Now you can use this prompt in Midjourney or any other AI one and see if that works. I'm just going to remix this prompt. So you can see with remix, this will copy the prompt and all the generation settings and over to AI generation tool. So you can just remix it. So it won't be exactly this, but it'll be something similar to this. So I'm going to click on remix. It's going to bring it here. You can see up here is the prompt and the style. It's using Leonardo Diffusion and so on. And we're just going to generate. And there you go. Pretty nice design right here, very similar to the one that we saw in the front, not exactly the same, but I think this would make a really good t-shirt. It would also make some really good other products, but we're going to do t-shirts first. Now if you want more color, look for one with more color, or you can change the prompt to say different things up here. All right, so that's product number 1 is t-shirts. Lots of different t-shirt designs, and I'm going to show you after I show you all the different prompts what to do with this. We're going to take it and vectorize it and then put it on a t-shirt. But second one, let's go back to the home page. The second product that you can make is stickers. So there's lots of cool stickers. There's this one, look at that sticker. These are stickers. These are stickers. I'm going to use the same kind of thing. Maybe I want a dog sticker like this one. I'm going to hit remix. Same thing, super simple. You can see right there. Just do that and hit generate. Same thing. I'm just doing one image at a time because I think it will do pretty good. So there you go. Nice sticker of a dog. Looks like a dog. Doesn't have any problems with it. It has 2 eyes, 1 nose, and it's great. Looks like a dog to me. So that would make a great sticker. And it already has the white outline. And so I'm going to show you how to take out this background in Affinity Designer, and it'll be great for a sticker. All right, next thing, moving right along. So we got t-shirts, we got stickers. Let's do a pattern. Now there's lots of different things you can put patterns on. You can put it on phone cases, pillows, bags, leggings, blankets, shower curtains on Redbubble. So let's look for patterns. Here's one right here. Patterns are always on the top, but I mean, there's more patterns than that. Let's see, if we scroll down, you know, that's a cool pattern. Let's see, that's a pattern. That's a pattern. So it doesn't have to be flowers, but usually flowers are one of the top patterns, right? But you got a pattern here with planets here, so lots of cool stuff. So I'm just gonna go back up and pick the one at the top. This flower one, click on it, same thing, remix. Look how fast this is, generate. So we already know that that works, right? Oh, and one more thing, tiling, make sure you have tiling on here so that we can tile it in Redbubble. Oh, that's pretty neat. So let's look at that. Yeah, it's a darker pattern, but it's nice. It doesn't even look like the other pattern that we did a remix of, so I think it'll be fine. And we can put this on lots of different things. So patterns we got. The next thing that it does really well is posters. So this one that I did could be a poster, I think, and a t-shirt. With that background, we could have just left that background as is, not knock it out and make a great poster. But let's see what else we could do. We could do posters like this. We could do posters, that would be a really cool poster, that fox there. Make sure to stay away from these that look like celebrities. So this one says Tom Cruise. I would not make that a poster. But these are really cool. These ones right here. I think this one would make a great poster. Let me just click on here. I'll do remix and generate and see how this could make a good poster. So again, we're gonna have to scale this up, but look at that. Really cool poster, right? I can do that, have some white space. I could even maybe put clouds up here too, so I could crop it and different things. I think this would make a great poster. And if you don't like this, you can hit it again and generate it again. So let me show you what happens when we hit generate again. It's not gonna be exactly the same because every time it's gonna be different. So let's see what, if I hit it again, what it looks like. Well, there you go. There's some clouds right there. I could mix the two, or I could use this one instead, or this one instead. So I got options. I could do this all day and hit generate until my tokens run out, of course, right? All right, last thing. So we got, that was number 4. Number 5 is coloring books. So we might have to search for this one. Let me see when we scroll down. It's gonna have to be black and white. So we're looking for a certain type of design that we can color into. No, that's too much. That's black and white, but it's too much. I'm gonna scroll down some more. This one would be cool, but I think there's too many dark lines. This one would be cool for a coloring page. So there are some coloring pages. Flower one would be a cool coloring page. So there's a bunch down here. You can scroll faster with just holding this scroll wheel, so we can go there. That flowers might be a cool one. Oh, this dog's pretty cool too. Let's see if there's any others. I think the flowers was the best one. So let's go back. Flowers. This could make a really cool coloring page, and I think it might say, yeah, it says right here in the prompt, coloring book. So I'll do a remix here and hit generate and see what comes up. Well, there you go. This is really nice. Could be a nice coloring page. It kind of made this lighter here, and it's got some gray in there. And I think that'll still be okay for coloring pages. So let's do that. I'm gonna upscale this one just to see if it knocks that out or makes it lighter. So how you can upscale it is do this crisp upscale. I think that would be good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna download all these 5, and then I'm gonna vectorize all of them with Vectorize.AI, and then show you in Affinity Designer how to get them ready for the different products. So I'm gonna scroll down here. I'll show you how to download one of them. So let's do this one. You hit download right here, and it's gonna open it up in a new image, and this you can download. So right click like this, and you can say save image as, and it'll save it to your desktop, or you can just grab it and drag it to your desktop like that. Now it's not gonna be very big. It's gonna be exactly the same size as this right here, which is what we saved it as. So this is, you know, usually 768 1024. That's what I had it saved as. The highest it would be 1024 by 1024, so still pretty small. I'm going to pull all of these into Vectorize.AI and have it vectorized so that we can scale it in Affinity Designer. So here I am with Vectorize.AI. You can see Vectorize.AI. It's free right now because it's in beta. So hopefully when you're watching this, it's still free. If not, you may have to find another one online. So I'm going to drag in all those 5 different designs one at a time. I'm going to show you the one with the forest that we did first. This one right here that we found for the t-shirt design in Leonardo. So you can see really quickly it did it. That's real time. And you can see the vectorized results. Pretty cool, right? So now I can just download it right here. And it, by default, it says SVG, but you can download in any of these formats. We're just going to do SVG, and I'm going to hit download. Now, once it's a SVG, it's going to save it to my downloads folder. I'm going to do the other 4, and then I'm going to open these up in Affinity Designer, and I'll show you how to use Affinity Designer to kind of remove the backgrounds and things that we need to do. So there's something that happened to me while I did the upscale design, and I wanted to show you that real quick. So here's the upscale design of the flower that I got. So let me show you. I'll drag it in, and right away it says that it's too big. So you may have this happen to you. So what I did was I didn't use the upscaled version. I just used the regular version, and you can see right away it just does it really quickly. So sometimes the upscaled version might be too much for the Vectorize.AI, and so that's one of the problems you may have with it. So after you vectorize them, you want to open them up individually in Affinity Designer. So you can drag that into Affinity Designer and open it up, and you can see here I have it. And these are vectors, so I can click on these and color them or delete them, the different things. What I'm going to do for this one, for the t-shirt design, is I'm going to delete the background. So you can see here, I can just select the background and hit delete, and everything's great. And I can change this. So what I would do here is change the size. So come here, hit this button right here. This is the artboard selector. I'm going to insert artboard, and you can see there's my artboard 1. Now I can transform that. You can see it's not the right size. So I'm going to change my artboard here to 4500 to 5400. Boom. Now I'm going to zoom out. Click on my black arrow here, and I can scale this now. So I'm going to scale this. I can hold down Shift to make sure that the proportions are constrained, and then I can just move it in the center like this. Now we can see what this would look like on a black t-shirt. You can see it looks like that. It looks really cool. And if you want to change some of the colors here, you can, or you can change to see what color it would look like, or what it would look like on different color t-shirts. So let's say instead of black, we wanted a red t-shirt, or green t-shirt, sorry. And there's green. We can do red here as well. That's what it would look like on red. So I think I'm happy with this. I think it will look good on t-shirts. So there you go. That's how you do a t-shirt one. I'm going to export it, make sure the background is nothing here. And I'm going to click File, Export, and then PNG, and then do Selection Only and Export. And then this will be ready for print on demand at that size. So there's t-shirts. Pretty easy to do with Leonardo. So here's the dog sticker we did in Leonardo, but because I did it through Vectorize.AI, you can see that it's more of a vector artwork. And you can see if you don't like that style, I would pick a vector version of a sticker so that you don't have this more realistic one. The vectorizer tool doesn't, it vectorizes it so it's not smooth. You can see it's kind of more like a paint by numbers kind of look, right? So if you like that style, that's fine. If you want it to be more flat and kind of not have all those colors mixed together, then you're gonna have to put that in your prompts when you do Leonardo, just say vector style. So same thing, you're gonna come in here, click the background, boom. We don't want the background, so because it had that, let me show you, I'll scroll in here. You'll see it did that gradient in different colors. So we can come in here and just click on all of them and make sure we get rid of that gray. We also want to get rid of the white too. So any of that right there, you can do that. So come in here, it may take a little while. You can kind of hover over some of these here and take out some big ones. If you want to go like that, you know, you'll get some, but make sure not to take out these. You can see if you scroll over, you don't want to take out the main thing. So it's easier to just kind of click like this and kind of go around and see if you're missing anything, right? All right, so I took away the background here. One way to check is to add a background myself, but first let's do the artboard thing. We're gonna do the artboard tool, insert artboard, and then we can kind of put a background color and check. So I'm gonna come in here and kind of zoom in here. Let's do a zoom in, and you can see I missed a few because I didn't see it. So I can click on here, this one. Now a red bubble is going to automatically put a white outline around it. So this is what we want, of course, but without the background, like that. And then we're going to make this big too. So since it's a vector, I can scale it. So if you're making stickers for Redbubble, the biggest size you need is 2800 by 2800. Let's see how big this artboard is. You say it's 640 by 832. So let's do 2800, tab 2800, and see how much we need to scale it up. And we do, so let's grab here, hold down Shift to constrain proportions, and this dog is big enough. There you go. So the third one was the pattern. So you can see here, there's the pattern. I'm gonna do the same thing. We don't have to remove the background, so I'm just gonna use the artboard tool, click on here, insert artboard, and then we're gonna change the size though. So let's do this transform. I'm gonna do 4500 by 5400. One thing you may notice with the pattern though is, let's select the whole thing and I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna select this all, I'm gonna group it, and I'm gonna move it here. And it's supposed to be tiling, and if you put it right next to it, like that, it looks really good from far away, but as we zoom in, you know, some of these may not look as great. Look at that. It doesn't really connect. So from far away, it looks great, but for some reason, Leonardo sometimes doesn't do that. So you may or may not get this. Chances are you will get this. And so just take a look if it is or not. You can come in here because it's vector and you can kind of fix it if you want to, like make sure that these things connect. You know, I could come in here and double click on this and just make sure that this line is right up to the edge. So there is some tweaking if you want to do that. Or another suggestion is that you can just use the one. So what I mean by that is on some, like a phone case, I would just use that as the phone case. So I'm gonna zoom out here. If you don't want to go through all that trouble and make it exactly, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna hold down Shift, whoops, and scale it. And we're just gonna use that. So let's, instead of the artboard being that wide, I'm just gonna do that wide here. And then this will make a nice pattern on a phone case or a pillow, or and I'll show you on Amazon Merch on Demand. I'm gonna take this and I'll show you what this looks like on the different products. So the next one is posters, and you can see the same thing happened. This was a watercolor and I did the vectorize tool, and you can see it doesn't have the same feeling. So you may wanna do a poster that's actually a vector if you're gonna use the vectorizer tool. Otherwise, you may have to try and upscale this somehow so that it has the same look and feel that it had before. So it kind of changed the look of the watercolor. If you like this as a poster, I think it still looks good as a poster, but it doesn't have that same feel as the original. But let me show you how to do this in Affinity Designer. We don't need to remove the background. We can do the artboard tool again, insert artboard, and this time the artboard should be, for posters on display, it should be 2900 by 4060. And then we're going to scale it up to fit. So there's the poster size, and we can scale this thing, make sure it's edge to edge, and you know, we can make sure that the bottom's there like that. And we may want to make it taller. And so we can play around with it. And then we can make sure that it looks that size. So just play around with it, see what you want inside of the poster, and you can see that that makes a pretty cool poster already, like that. And of course you can add words to it if you want, but you can do it with any poster on there. Just make sure that it's the right size. You don't have to worry about the background, and we can just export this one as well. So the last thing is the coloring book. You can see it turned out pretty great here. And if we don't want these colors on here, we can make them white. So let's say we don't want it like that. We can come in here and change these to white and make it even better coloring book than before, right? Okay, so once you have that, I'm gonna change this to a size 2. You can make this as a digital download to color, or you can put it in KDP and make a whole book of all of them. But insert artboard again, make sure that this is, this one's probably gonna be 8.5 by 11 if that's the size you're gonna make your coloring book or pages. So you can put 8.5 inches by 11 inches. Boom. And this one's actually bigger, so we can squeeze it to fit in here. Boom. There you go. And if you want it smaller and don't want to get it edge to edge, you could, you know, just cut it like that and make sure your background is just white. There you go. So it doesn't go edge to edge there. That's the last one. So those are your 5 products. You got t-shirts, of course, stickers, anything with a pattern. So phone cases up to shower curtains, duvet covers, any of those, posters, and coloring books. So there you go. That's how you can adjust things in Affinity Designer for all those different products. Now, once you do that, export them as PNGs to the right size. Remember, like I did with the t-shirt, some of them need backgrounds and others don't. So if it doesn't need a background, make sure to do it the way that I did with the t-shirt. But if it can use a background, then you don't have to worry about doing that selection. And this is what they look like on the different products. So here's your t-shirt, your sticker pattern on a phone case, and posters, and a coloring book page. Now you may need more pages to actually make a coloring book, but I think those can do really well on digital downloads. If you have an Etsy or on your own website as well, that could be really cool. So lots of products that you can do with AI. These are just 5 of my favorites, and you can see it's really built for that. I didn't have to scroll very long to see those kinds of designs on Leonardo, and I'm sure there's the same thing on all the other AI products. So hopefully this video is really helpful for you. You can see the power of AI and all the different products that you can do with it. If you want to see a full tutorial of Leonardo, I have this video right here. I'll put that there. Go through how to do it and how to do different things. I also have other videos for patterns and t-shirts as well, so I go through that. So have fun with this. Thanks again for watching, and as always guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.